you know, get going on this. It's your boy X Renegade QTV. We're here today live with some Champions League or Weekend League qualification matches. We're going to go through some gameplay. We're probably going to look at my team and see what we got set up for today. Um, I'm feeling pretty solid about what we have as far as the squad, so I won't spend too much time there. However, today is going to be all about jumping into division rivals in the elite tier. I am, newly entered into the elite division. I just got there, I think, last week. However, I've been elite at the game, so don't get it twisted. But I'm from Southern California. I've been playing this game for many years. I hope to be, a top streamer in the game and outside the game. I hope to partner up and collab with a lot of my favorite streamers like Kai Sanat, Duke Dennis, Tex from EAFC. He's a pro player. Levy DeWeird. A lot of these players who have inspired me to, get on YouTube and actually give it a shot and try something for myself. So, without really, any further ado, I really hope you all support me. I'm going to try to be entertaining for you. I'm going to try to act like there's 100 people watching me, even if there's, only a few people watching me. And for the most part, I'm just really excited to go ahead and get going. So we're going to just jump right into playing some matches. I'm hoping that I'm not too laggy for this, all this anticipation. And if I'm not even able to have the quality that is necessary for me to stream, that's really going to suck. So anyway, so far in my champs playoffs qualifiers, I am 3-1. Generally speaking, I usually can, finish anywhere between 15 matches, and 11 matches, right? Somewhere, 11 to 15. I have not finished, I finished at 16 matches one time. So I've not finished above 16 matches yet. However, I have gone, 16-4 at my best. As far as division rivals, as you can see, I'm a top 50% player. My skill ranking right now, as I just mentioned to you all, I just entered this division. It started me out at a skill rating of, I believe, 800. And then I've played a couple of matches, and it's kind of, went up and down after about 3 matches or so. I haven't played more than 3 matches. So, anywho, I'm really excited to get started on this. I do think, since, I titled this stream and video, 20-0 in Weekend League, why don't we go ahead and just start off by playing some champs? And we'll jump right into what we got going, you hear me? So, all right. So this is my squad, everyone, right? I'm going to, excuse me. I'm going to let you see what I got. So right now, I'm running the 4-2-4. I think this is a great starting formation. And pretty much the reason why I'm doing this is because, for the latter part of this kind of end game that we're seeing in EAFC 24, I've noticed that a lot of the best players really need to be able to play center mid, right? Not, necessarily CDM, not necessarily cam. However, what's been essential, at least for me, is that I always have a formation that lets me to get full chemistry on a center mid top player. So right now I have Pedri over on left center mid. He's going to be my box-to-box. Then I got Yaya Toure. He's going to be my stay back, my defensive midfield. He's got Anticipate Plus, which is huge. He also has Intercept Plus, which is amazing. His stats are just kind of off the chart right now. I've played him for maybe 3 or 4 games. I think he's really good. However, whenever I've come up against him, he's kind of, smacked me on the head. So I was really excited once I completed the SBC the other day to get him. However, at right wing, we got Rodman, super fast, great goals, nice and pacey, 99 pace, about as fast as you can get, obviously. And then we got Johan Cruyff, baby. That's right. We got, what is this? Let me check. Well, now it's Ultimate Team Champions, but I got them, I believe it was from a Great to the Game icon. I was just, playing around in the pack store. I had, I don't know, probably 15, I'm not going to lie, $15 of FC points. and I bought an 86 duo pack, right? 86 plus doubles pack. And one of them ended up being this super rare, honestly magical. I think it was like $13 million, $13 million card. I don't know how much he's worth right now, but at the time it was about 13. And he's just been exceptional for me. If we were to go to his stats right now, I really love that. He's fairly tall for his size, but he's really, really fast. And even though he's 5'11", the guy has a body type and movement type that reminds you a lot of, and maybe not in real life, but in the game, a lot of Messi because of just how fast he gets around, how pacey he is, right? He's got the double 5 stars and skill moves and weak foot. As you can see, his stats are just, completely outrageous. And maybe this is just me, right? Maybe I'm just the guy or whatever. But assuming that the card helps a little bit, this Cruyff card has been insane. 258 matches, 250 goals, 157 assists. By far, the majority of my matches have been played in rivals or champions. I don't play a lot of squad battles. It's useful when you're trying to get over the hump for an objective, or you need some coins. Hey, that's what's up, man. I really appreciate the comment. Anna Angel. I don't know exactly how to pronounce your name. Please, for the love of goodness, forgive me. But you're the first person to ever leave a comment on my stream, so I actually really appreciate that, and I'm really excited to have you. If you get a second, please correct me on how to pronounce your name if you can, and somehow do that via comment. But otherwise, I'm so excited to have you. But anyway, as you can see, we got Johan Cruyff right here. 258 matches, 250 goals, 157 assists. The guy has been totally lights out for me, scoring nonstop. So this one is actually a really great one. This was the 93 original base Ronaldinho. However, I think like 1 or 2 months back, they had an what do you call that? Like a Evo for anybody that you had got during that time. And this was just one of those cards that back in early game I was blessed with them. I was really excited to have. As you can see, 542 games. He's by far my most veteran player, right? He's by far the person that's been on my team for the longest. Because I just can't let him go. And I kept him at a 93 for maybe like 3 or 4 months. He fell to the back of, my lineup. He stopped getting in the game, I can say considerably, a good amount. But then that Evo came out and I put it on him. If I'm being completely honest, I am taking this 96 Ronaldinho. He is 100% the second best Ronaldinho card in the game. Okay. Lights out. Let's look at these play styles if you don't believe me. Okay. First of all, he's got Tiki Taka Plus, which if you play him at Cam, and mind you, as a pro player or as a really good player or somebody who's playing in at least Division 4 or 5, I'm currently in Elite Division. That's, where I landed. I'm blessed. I'm not saying I got lucky. I think I'm a very decent player. However, when you play at a higher level, you're going to want to be switching your formation throughout the game based on what your opponent is giving you. And on top of that, you don't want them to get too used to how you play, because you got to think from your perspective, right? You play this game, and if you're good, or you think you're good, right? If you think you're good, then you start to analyze what your opponent is doing, and you start to adjust to their game. So you'll notice that they like to make cutbacks, or you'll notice that they might, they like to turn to the left when they are trying to get away from you in the midfield and move up the field. Or you'll also notice that they, for example, might, I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought here. The whole point is that people are going to adjust to the way you play. I like to play him starting up at the left wing If I'm starting to, get a goal or two and I'm winning, I want to protect my lead, see what, I can do to do that. I'll put him in a 4-3-2-1 at center cam, and then 4-2-3-1. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. Whatever gives you 3 cams and a striker and two center defensive mids. And I put him at cam. He's awesome with this. And then you pair that with the aerial plus that he gets from the Evo, plus the Trickster, plus one thing that people are kind of sleeping on, or I doubt they're actually sleeping on it, but a lot of people probably didn't realize that it would make him an insane card, is that they added acrobatic to Ronaldinho. So these two together are just absolutely insane. And then you have the Trivela plus. The guy lights out. You hear me? All right. We got him up top with Dybala. We got Rodman. Now, right now, center back has just been the area of contention for my team, if I'm being 100% honest. I got Rudy up top. Or not up top. I got Rudy down at left center back. I got VVD from Team of the Year down here on the right side. And then, to be very honest, I was just trying to, keep myself from getting blown away from all of the, super fast strikers that Footies has produced. So, you got Timo Werner, 99 pace. We got Rodman right up here, 99 pace. I just needed somebody that can keep up with those folks. So, for my fullbacks, I have Navas, and then I have Alaba. Forgive me at any time. I have an American accent, right? I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Los Angeles County, so forgive me if I do not have that UK accent that you're used to. I love my UK friends that I play with. However, I know that sometimes they comment on my accent a lot. I know it's not common for a United States player to even be good or to stream at all. However, I'm here to change that. I'm here to be the best United States EAFC player of all time, and that's what I'm on this journey to go ahead and do. So anyway, I feel like I did a good enough amount of talking. I think I'm going to go ahead and probably jump in. So I'm going to keep VVD in, even though I know he's not, like, quote, the best version of him. He's not even, like, the second best version of him. However, he's 6'4", and, I mean, he doesn't have aerial plus. He only has 2 play styles. But him being 6'4" helps prevent him getting dunked on by an opposing Rudiger or delete, whatever, however you say it. All right, sue me, okay? Forgive me. I'll get them right if I get to meet them, and I'll try to say their name correctly. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's do it. Forgive me for that long-windedness, right? Y'all here for my first stream. You get to, you get to see what your boy is all about, right? And I'm gonna shorten this chair a little bit. I hope that you all can see me. I'm gonna be really upset if I come back to the stream later and find out that you were only seeing the top of my hair or something. That's gonna really blow. But yeah, welcome. I'm more than happy and excited to have anybody join me today, right? If you're seeing this,
and good evening on what is a
you're wondering if this is going to be worth the time, I can assure you that it is. And
I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match
you're probably
commentary,
gonna
and
smack this
alongside
guy on
me is
top of the
Stuart
head.
Robson. And what we have coming up for you,
He's got a
is
heck of a
exciting
squad,
action
though.
from
Oh,
the
what are you doing? Why are you
Champions
pausing?
playoffs. It's the spot.
What are you doing, man? Oh. He hit the ejectocito. This guy did not want to play. Okay, whatever. Look, I wouldn't want to play against me neither. If I knew somehow that it was me that I was about to play, I would not want to play me either. Okay? Now, I'm scared, I'd be terrified, so let's just jump right into it. Enough of that commentary. I might make a YouTube channel and start uploading those tutorials Chat, I'm going to pretend like there's 1,000 of you, in here at all times. Chat, if you want to see, something like that, if you want tutorials, just let me know what you want, all right? I'm not saying I'm a teacher, right? I'm not saying I'm a professional coach. However, okay, if you like the way I play and you can believe that being an elite player gives you some level of credibility within this game, then I'm more than happy to, make videos that you think will be helpful. I'll try to be thorough. I'll, give you the best details that I possibly can. And but for the most part, let's see what we got. Like, let's see if we can actually get somebody. Yes, sir. Check my phone real quick, make sure. What the heck? Okay, we got a match. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna put that black on. I like to wear that black. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I like to wear black. Black is my favorite color. Okay, so sometimes, hear me out, right? This guy's got a 91 rated squad. My squad is rated 97. Now, with the playoffs, I know that there's going to be worse squads generally. However, this matchmaking can be very broken. And if playoffs is EA's attempt at making sure that only good players get in, then I do see why they would pair you up against a lesser player, right? It should be completely random if the goal is to ensure that only, quote, good players get in, right? Because if it's randomized and you can play against anybody, the squads that shouldn't make it in probably will not make it in. And that's really a good thing, right? Because you don't want those guys playing, getting mad, right? Pretty much getting pissed off that they're not good.
Pedri.
And, yeah. Oh, that was a horrible pass.
Good work to regain possession.
Oh, I had to. You see how I had to just lock in real quick. I had to stop talking for 2 seconds. Just because this guy is actually a little bit better than I thought, and that's what you can't do, right? You can't underestimate somebody's squad just because they're.
Cross into the area.
You can't underestimate somebody just because their squad is ready. You might be fighting against, you might be playing against a pro player, and they just are on their ult account.
And he's being urged to shoot. What a
what in the blessed? He is a blessed person. That guy must pray, because I don't know how he could have. Okay, he's opening up his entire squad right here. I don't know.
That was well spotted. The attack is over.
Okay. Maybe I just need to relax, because this guy's definitely not very good.
To take the lead. The first blow of the day struck early.
No insult to you, sir, if you're stream sniping me and watching me, but
1-0
this matchmaking is not right sometimes. And you know what, guys? Sometimes I'm going to play against somebody, and they're going to just kick my ass. Like, excuse my language. I don't know what the restrictions are as far as cursing are. I hope they're not too terribly strict on Twitch, but
well, under no real pressure, but
sometimes I get my ass whooped, and I consider myself to be pretty good, and I'll make mistakes, especially when I'm talking, right? I'm doing something like that. Oh, gone. I'm not gonna play 100% every single match, but I am gonna play generally pretty good most of the time, I hope. Oh yeah, you're supposed to get that one. Heck no.
Was recovering possession well.
Hell no, fuck that. I want to cuss.
Cruyff.
Get in there, boy.
Rodman.
Take your time. What you gonna do?
Coming in field now. Promising ball.
Let me get that, baby.
And it's a goal. That's a real settler for them. Two in
Okay.
front now.
All right, it's hard to
Lead is
celebrate
now
when I
2
know
as
this
the game
guy's
restarts.
a 91 overall. Like, I actually just feel bad. Because even if he is talented, the thing about Ultimate Team is that you still must be able to build an ultimate squad. Like, this is not Ultimate Player, guys. Chat. Guys and gals, forgive me, it's 2024, right? We've left those archaic times behind.
Rabia.
Okay. But guys, it's 2024. We're inclusive. Yeah, but anyway, this game.
Needs a good ball in.
I mean, it's called Ultimate Team, not Ultimate Player. So back in the day, I used to get really angry, and when I say this, it's because I just wasn't very good, or I thought I was really good, and I thought I deserved to win more matches than I really was winning. And
lovely skill to beat his marker.
No matter what I was doing, I just felt like it wasn't working sometimes, and it just led me to feel like the game was just hopelessly rigged. And what I realized was, even though I'm better, quote, at the game than whoever is playing against me right now, I mean, even though, hey, goal. Even though I'm better than who I'm playing against, if their squad is built more efficiently, right, or if they're a 96 rated squad and you have a 98 rated squad, as an example, right, I don't know, you could still lose that match just because their squad is better. Now, on the flip side, you can beat a super overpowered super team, quote, right? If you can beat a super team with a couple golds in your squad. I don't want to say like a full team of golds, right? Because then you're just borderline like completely like a pro player. Like, you're not normal. If you're beating super squads with all gold cards, you're a maniac and a no life. And I don't want to play against you because I don't want to play against somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care about your health, man.
Pedri.
Come on, Pedri. Nah, I don't. Yeah, you don't care about your health. Give me that back. But anyway, you have to be able to build an ultimate squad on this game, right? Or you're not good at the game, right? If you don't have the ability to put players in the right position to benefit from the play styles that they have, you can't truly say you're good at this game. And you also can't say that the game is rigged. Because, yes, I do.
Vinicius Junior.
I don't want to get banned. I don't want EA to get mad at me, but I do believe that there is a level of scripting, right? If you're beating somebody 3-0 and then suddenly out of nowhere they start scoring in the 90th minute, and they haven't done anything all game and they scored 3 goals back to back, I'm sorry.
Make it 4-0.
But he blocked it. But that is scripting, okay? I believe that there's some kind of manipulation going on there to make the game more competitive, to prevent a lesser player from quitting the game and not buying FC points, because we know how much
the box it goes.
They really love selling FC points for $100 sometimes, right? You can spend hundreds of bucks on this game very easily if you have the means to. And they don't hide it from you, right? They want that money, and they'll do anything they can to get it.
Turn around in possession, excellent positioning.
Let's slow down a little bit. I kind of want this half to end.
The Vipers have got good width here. Toure.
Let me get one more. Some last-second cheese, baby. Because that goals go in a little bit easier at the last second, baby. We call that last-second cheese. And sometimes I need some cheese. Grant me some cheese, all right? That's my last-second cheese. Sometimes you get hit with it. It's nothing you can do. if I'm being very honest, the best thing that you can do to avoid that last second cheese at the 45-minute or 90-minute mark, or right when the game starts or whatever, the best thing you can do is just not give them the ball. And I really truly mean that. You have to get really, really good at keeping the ball away from really, really good teams. And I promise you, it doesn't matter if they have 98 Puskas and 97 Dybala and they have Kaká and then they have 98 Ronaldinho. Who cares what they have on their squad? If they can't get the ball, does it really matter? They can't really hurt you. So if you have at least, what, 60% possession, or let's say, I mean, because at that extreme level or at the elite division, you really need to be getting like close to 70% possession. And I really mean that. You need to be getting 70% possession in order for you to achieve that kind of, you know, that level of possession. I'm just going to do something really stupid here. I'm going to see if that works. It did. Great.
Dybala.
Ooh, maybe I should have used a through ball.
Fulcrum.
Let me get that.
Now the play goes for a throw-in.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's not good. Given away from the throw.
All in all,
the Vipers with acres of space to attack.
You're not going to be very good at this game if you don't realize that part of the game is building your squad efficiently, putting the right people in the right places, using play styles effectively, and then managing the game, right? The game is not hopelessly rigged. I think it's rigged to a degree to, like I said, prevent people from quitting the game too much. You know, rage quitting, never turning EAFC on ever again because they're losing back to back to back to back to back. Like they lost 700 matches, and there's nothing they can do.
Back now.
Yeah, sure. We don't want that, so we're going to rig the game a little bit so that they don't lose 12-0 like they deserve to. Like this right here. Like, what is this right here?
What a stop. Razor shot.
You see, did y'all see that? How Rudy just tried to move out of the way. Clear it. You're not going to trick me. Honestly, I'm not even really trying that hard anymore. I just want this guy to kind of quit. But
and the game will stop. Offside.
Yeah, you know, I believe that once you actually learn how to defend, and I'm honestly not even playing amazing right now, and I couldn't care less, but once you learn how to play and you figure out that, hey, the game's not rigged, you just have a problem with pulling out your center backs when you're using teammate contain, right? Or sorry, second man press.
Vipers have it back.
You use it too much and in the wrong spot, and you have like this nasty habit of pulling out people at the worst possible times. And when you do that, the game starts to feel like, oh my God, it's rigged. Like, why are fucking an 86 Bellingham, how come he is able to break through my defense time and time again? Well, it's because you're not using the right mechanics. It's not really necessarily that the game is rigged. It is possible to cover all of the critical passes that they're going to make. Like, kind of just see what I'm doing right now. You'll notice that I'm not really guarding the ball as much as I'm guarding where I think the ball is going to be. So instead of you just running,
and they want to see a shot here,
mindlessly running up to your opponent when they have the ball, what you need to do is sit back, let them dribble, do all that skill move shit. Let them do whatever they want to do. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You can skill move until you're blue in the face, bro. If you're just sitting here and your opponent's just playing like this, like I know you guys have played against people who are doing this type of gameplay. Excuse me. Wow, for goodness sake. Who are doing this type of gameplay, and they're just passing, and they're not really doing anything. Sure, the possession is going up, and that's, I guess, good as far as the game algorithm is concerned. But you're not really being threatening to your opponent, right? I think this guy's actually going to quit now. But you're not being very threatening to your opponent, and it's just honestly very nice for me. Like, I like it when people do that. I like it when people think that they can beat me by passing around their defense and keeping possession for 40 minutes. Because I know that As soon as I get the ball, you're done.
Promising looking attack.
As soon as I get the ball back, you're done for. And I can have 10% possession, and I've never had that in my life. But I could have 10% possession and still beat you with one on-target shot because you are too afraid to attack, and you're too focused on possession and not actually beating me. So this guy, like I said at the beginning of the match, I knew he was really no match for me, if I'm being honest. The matchmaking, you know, it's hard to feel good when your team is a whole 6 points better, right? But I don't care, boy. I don't give a... Again, I don't know if cursing is allowed. I'm not gonna drop it. I ain't gonna drop that F-bomb. Y'all like my little drip, too? Look, hold on. I'm low-key dripping. I just looked at my mic, guys and gals. Bro, I thought I was muted the whole time. I was about to really have a hard time with that, accepting that reality. But I wasn't, and I'm hoping that when I'm finished, I can come back and look at that. So I'm not feeling too ecstatic, right, about beating that guy like that. Like, I feel like I need to play somebody better in order for it to be worth it. And you know what? That's what we have Elite Division rivals for. So if I really want to play against a sweaty, try-hard sweat, I will move to this. But you guys got to understand, this game requires a deep level of focus. Especially if you don't want to lose, right? Especially if you don't want to lose the match you're playing, or you don't like losing. You're going to get mad at every loss, right? And it kind of puts you in this mood of just simply not wanting to play. Well, anybody who's watching this, if you're ever in a funk and you think or you're a good player and you just cannot seem to stop losing, you're on an 8-game to 15-game losing streak, you've been getting beat on by gold and silver rated squads somehow, and you're a Division 1 player or something, turn the game off, man. Turn the game off and go outside and touch some grass. Go talk to your kids, right? I know some of y'all got kids. Y'all don't be talking to them, but go talk to your kids. Or call your mom, man. Get your mind off of the game, man. Go play some basketball at your local gym. Y'all, a lot of y'all need to do that, man. Y'all be eating a lot of potato chips, and I'm not even trying to be judgmental. I'm just stating facts. I'm in the United States. I'm a U.S.-based FC pro player. However, my country got a lot of big bone people in it, right? And a lot of y'all need to go to the gym and take care of that. And I mean that. Out of love, right? Take care of yourself for you and for your loved ones. But yeah, I guess the whole point of what I was saying there is don't get stuck in a funk, right? Don't sit here and get mad. You're not going to play good like that. This game requires a lot of mental capacity. It's 90% mental, 10%, you physically moving your thumbs. But this game is truly like it's any other sport, and you are going to get frustrated. And if I am on because I played college basketball as well as a practice player, I ain't gonna stunt. I'm not that tall, right? I'm not 6'4", right? But I was good enough to play at a D1 college's practice squad for 3 years, and that's exactly what I did. I also ran college track and high school track. I was the best person on my team. I was anchor naturally in my 4x1 relay. But that's not the point of all this. The point of what I'm trying to say is if you're in a funk, man, you got to go do something other than playing this game. Because if you sit here and you're just playing this, you're not going to play good, and then you're going to think the game is rigged, and you're going to quit, and then you're not going to realize the potential that you had within you to actually be good if you would have just spaced out your games, right? Don't play 100 of these at once. But anyway, if you just joined the channel, welcome. I really appreciate you being here. This is one of my first streams. I'm hoping that I can be very entertaining for you. I'm not a clown or nothing. I'm not about to just dance on command. Even though I do know how to dance and I consider myself a good dancer, I'm here to play FC Pro, 24. I don't know why I mispronounced the name of the game like that. It's so weird not calling it FIFA. But I also play Call of Duty. I watch anime. I do all kinds of stuff. I'm from Cali. I got a little, West. That was not a gang sign, Twitch. West Side with love. That is It's not a gang, right? Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, if you come to this channel again and you want to come back, I'll be playing this game. I'll be playing with my friends sometimes on Warzone. I do all kind of stuff. If you ever want to see me do something or play some horror video game, I scare easily in video games, not in life, because I'm a G and out here in these streets. If you see me in these streets and you want a problem, I suggest you don't because I don't want a problem with you, right? I like to mind my business. I'm not an aggressive guy. I know what I know. I know how to defend myself, take care of myself. However, I don't want a problem with anybody. I just play this game. I do my job. I go live my regular life outside of this game. I come home. I try to make money doing this thing. I'm trying to follow my dreams, be somebody other than somebody who just goes to work and, they hate their life and that's all they ever did and they're not happy, right? I don't want to live that. I took a piece of paper out and I wrote down my goals and what I expected from it. And I feel like that little manifestation stuff works. So this is me testing out and giving it a go. But anyway, today, as you can see, Elite Division Rivals, skill rating only 796. That's just because I got here 2 days ago. That's right. I'm a newly elite player, even though I've been feeling really good for a while. And you do got to have a good level of dedication in order to kind of move up in Division Rivals because of the reset of the ladder, right? So you end up going down a level every 30 days or something like that. So with all that, and then you got Weekend League and squad battles, and then you got all this other regular life stuff that you have to do. All that said, I finally made it, right, 2 days ago. And it starts you at a skill rating of 800. One thing I really love about this Division Rivals thing is that Division Rivals, so if you think back to what you used to play, right, if you're somebody like me who's been playing since, 2009 or 2008, playing FIFA, then you get bored, right? You played seasons, you played all the game modes, you go up to Division 1, and then after that, aside from competitive play, there's really nothing going on, right? There's nothing to achieve or strive for once you hit the top of seasons. In Pro Club, same thing. It's great to play with friends. However, one thing I loved that they did with Rivals in this game mode is that once you hit Division 1, that's not kind of like the end-all, be-all. You now get to move into this kind of elite tier, as you can see, and then you get to see how you stack up against your peers. So I am proud of this. And even though I'm not in like the top 100 or 200, I looked at the stats, okay? Don't quote me. Anybody who thinks I'm wrong and has a correct answer, feel free to tell me. But this game sold 11 million copies last year. Not last year, earlier this year. And who knows when that number was last updated. So I imagine the bare minimum is 11 million copies. And I am ranked approximately 155,000. 155,000. Am I saying that right? 55th Street. Anyway, I'm in the top half of all elite players, and I'm okay with that. I accept that. I think that gives me a little credibility to say that I'm good. I might not win every single match. You guys might see me lose matches. I'm not gonna not stream or not post just because I lost. This is a journey, and it's not perfect. I'm trying to become a better player every single match, and that's exactly what you can do in this game, because there's a huge skill gap in almost every area of the game, right? Passing, all the mechanics that people can play this game. I'm telling you, people have played this game for 10 years plus, or whenever the first FIFA came out, and there are features in the game that you don't know about still, right? I still don't know how to do player lock, right? Falling on the sword here. I don't know how to player lock and do all that shit. I think it's awesome when I see somebody else using it. I immediately think like, oh man, this guy's a sweat, like this fucking guy is a sweaty try hard boy, but I think I can beat him, right? But no, all it is that the thing that I like about this game is that there's always something to get better at. if you go into the training arena, it's so underrated. I'm telling you, people don't do this. If you spend 10 minutes every day that you play, I promise you, set a timer, because you don't have to be there any longer than this. 10 minutes a day, pick some random drills that are in the training facility when you go to the main menu in the game, not inside Ultimate Team. Simply just pick one of those training categories to do, passing, defending, whatever, and work on something. Work on the beginner stuff, the fundamentals, go all the way up to advanced. To be very honest, it does not matter what you do. The fact that you're spending the time like you would in real life when you go to the gym and you play basketball. I'm going to use that a lot because I love basketball. Okay, that's what I did. I like to hoop. If you don't shoot free throws every day, or if you don't shoot jumpers every day, I promise you, the very next time that you do enter the gym, you're going to notice rustiness. You're going to notice you're not as good as you were when you were going consistently. So it's the same thing with this game. Just like you can learn to get better in any sport or any game, the practice mode within this game, and I'm not talking about the empty arena where you're just moving everybody around. I'm talking about the skill games, right? The ones that they've automatically generated for you to do. They're honestly very good. And they did a good job with FC24. Shout out to EA this time on the fact that if you want to get better, there is a ton of stuff that you can work on, and there's nothing that you can do. There's so much in there that you could run through the whole thing, and I mean it's not, you're not going to finish it in an hour. I mean, it's going to take you hours. And if you're just doing these in 10-minute spurts, if you're just doing these in 10-minute spurts, you're going to see massive improvements to your gameplay. And every time you spend a few minutes on these drills, and then you jump into a division rivals match or a champions match, or even better yet, you jump into a squad battles match. If you jump into a squad battles match and put the setting up as high as you're comfortable with, right? You want to challenge yourself. You don't want to just put it on semi-pro if you know that you can beat it on legendary, but put it up at the highest setting that you can and play against it. Use the new skills that you just learned and play against the AI in a squad battles match to refine them, right? When you play a match and you see somebody do a rainbow flick into a fucking bicycle, and they hit it in the same spot every single time, and you feel like, they're just abusing the mechanics. Well, yeah, they are abusing the mechanics, but it's also not easy to do. And if it was some form of abuse, then why can't you do it? Why can't you do rainbow flicks and hit bicycle kicks at will like they can? The reason is because they're spending the time in those game modes. They're going to the skill games. They're playing in the shooting category, and they're improving their shooting. Duh. Yes, shooting and passing is assisted in this game. However, it is not 100% assisted if you're playing at a higher level, right? And also, the fact that you have your own impact to put on the pass means that the better you are, the better your assisted shot is going to be, right? You still have to aim when you do stuff, right? And the better you are, I promise you, even though everybody has the benefit of assisted passing and shooting, there is a skill gap, and I promise you that you can work on it forever. You can continue to get better at this game no matter how good you think you are, because I guarantee you, you're probably not that good. However good you think you are, you're probably not that good. I'm an elite player. The game says it. I can jump into this lobby right now and play against somebody who will smack me right in the head. And that's my cue to either say, dang, is this game rigged? Or is it something with me? Is my brain rigged with false truths about this game? And do I really need to just get in the lab and spend 10 minutes a day working on my game, jumping in squad battles, testing out my craft, perfecting the mechanics that I just learned in the arena, and then going to my champs game, trying it out again? Right? That's how you get better at this game. So I got one more match to qualify. So I got to check my email real quick. I'm technically at work. I work remotely as well. I'm not going to tell you anything about my career, however. I have some pretty interesting work that lets me stay home, and at the same time, I can stream. For the love of God, I hope they're never going to watch the stream. Anybody that works my job, please never watch the stream. I am working. Just so you know, any day that I do stream, I wake up super early and get done with all of my pertinent tasks before 7 a.m. even hits. So by the time I start streaming, I've already dived into hours worth of my regular 9 to 5, and nobody can say I'm not working hard. I'm just working harder earlier than you are, right? I might not be working at the same exact time. However, I probably am producing more than you did comparatively, and I woke up earlier to do it. So I have more free time during the day to do this. It's a setup that works for me. You need to find what works for you. But anyway, this is what we got going. I see I got one viewer in here. I don't know how long you've been in here or who you are. I'm excited to have you. If you want to talk to me, say something in the chat. I will do my best to speak with you and treat you as if you were a live, large audience. So, to be honest, I only have one more match that I need to do to qualify. I'm not going to play all 10 of the playoff games, and for some reason, not even for some reason, I simply just didn't realize that you could skip the rest of your playoff matches if, the moment you qualify. So in the past, I would really burn myself out playing 35 games to complete my weekend league, because you got 10 in your playoffs, that are 10 total games that you can play. And then you got 20 games. So it's 30, right? I didn't go to school to be a mathematician. Okay. But you got 30 friggin' matches that you got to play, and that is tiring. I don't care if it's a game. You get tired of playing this game 30 matches in a row. So once I realized that you really only needed to win 5, ever since then I skipped the rest of my playoff matches. My team is good enough to where generally, I'm not playing against anybody who's completely destroying me. But, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm telling my girlfriend I got one viewer, my first viewer, baby. And she's so supportive. Man, I know she's going to be proud of me, even if it's just one. So thank you for being here, whoever you are. If that's you, Anna, I appreciate you. All right, I know you waited a while. Let's get into a little bit of gameplay. Oh my fucking goodness. Okay, so this guy's squad, not bad at all. I'm going to be honest. He's got a lesser version of my Cruyff. He's got Puskas. We're not going to underestimate this guy. Again, you never know who's who in this game. You could be playing against a pro, and they could have a 92 overall squad. So you always want to take every single game seriously. But let's take a look at that squad, right? So he's got Schmeichel. He's got a lot of the similar players that you're seeing everybody kind of have, aside from Mbappe, which I guess is considerably rare. I've never packed them.
Well, I think they're a top team.
EA.
They have excellent players.
Well, let me lock in a little bit. Like, I was talking so much, y'all. Let me just lock in, because these Mbappes be so speedy and annoying. And I'm just going to try to play this game a little bit slower and try not to make too many mistakes. I don't want to make too many. Ooh, that Rudy. Ooh, see, look, that's what I'm talking about. Did you notice how I pulled my midfield up too high and he just blew right by me? You don't want to do that. That's what you want to do right there. You want to get that other person involved on the second man contain, and you want to send them up there instead of your physical self. Because if you go up there yourself, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 they're going to blow by you, even if they're not even that fucking fast. And it'll piss you off, and you're going to think the game is rigged, and you're not going to understand why it's happening. And I promise you it's because you keep pulling up your defenders too high. You're not giving them a chance to come to you, and you're decreasing the time it's going to take for them to get closer to your goalkeeper, right, by doing that. So you really want to take advantage of things like offside traps, You want to pretty much be spamming that shit as much as you can in a way that's obviously not going to get you, you know, getting called offsides a lot.
Navas now. Dybala.
Ooh, he got. I don't want to call him lucky. Fair play to you.
On to Puskás.
Fair play to you.
That's a good
However,
ball.
I don't think I
the
was
challenge that was
necessarily, you
required.
know, in danger for that time. Come on, Pedri. Get up there.
Pedri.
Ooh, that Virgil's still good, baby. Come on.
And Vipers come away.
All right,
with
let me
it.
lock in. I gotta shut the fuck up for a second.
Yaya Toure. Pedri. And support available. In with a chance. And he's
Let me get the
done it
first goal of the game,
To
baby.
put his team in front and give them a boost.
All right.
Well, they restart the game, and the
Smack
founders
your head
know
top,
full
boy.
well
No,
they've
no, no.
got
I'm not
to
gonna
try
talk
to hit
mess.
back as
I'm gonna show
quickly as
respect to my
possible.
opponent.
No, did well to skip
No, I'm
through.
playing. But boy, you lucky I don't know the
But no
rules
damage
yet.
done, that's the
I don't
main
know if I
thing.
can cuss on this stream, boy. But as soon as I sit down and
Johan
figure it
Cruyff.
out, I'm a cuss up a storm, boy.
And quick thinking
See,
defensively.
you got to be patient. More patient than that than I was right there.
Kylian Mbappe. And the founders being afforded
All right,
too
stay
much
on him. That's where your
space.
second man contain.
Puskás. Well, still an
Get that
issue
out of here. I'm not trying to play around with it. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to clear it.
Cruyff.
That was
Can
terrible.
they put it away? What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. High pressing and good high pressing. Puskás. And offside, I rather think
The
he
man
was
done
caught in
thought
two
he was finna get an
minds.
easy
Well,
goal,
he just
eh?
needed to go elsewhere with his pass.
No,
He showed
boy.
a complete lack of awareness there.
Bloke. You got robbed by VVD. You got shook down.
Dybala.
Come on, get in there, baby. I feel like Ronaldinho hasn't touched the ball all game.
On to Toure. The fans are shouting, shoot. Cruyff. It's
Get in there, baby. Sometimes you got to go for that near post. Like a lot of times, these guys know how to move their goalkeeper, but the motion that they know how to do is actually very limited. You know, a lot of times they'll move their keeper, but they don't know how to use R3 to control it themselves. If you're on PS4, I'm sorry. So right stick on the console controller, if you tap it in, it'll let you take control of the goalkeeper. And the really, really good players, like I said earlier, and I want to get, you know, I want to move away from saying the phrase, like I said, because I read in a sales book that it can come off as contradictory and even argumentative. And I never want to do that with you guys. So,
A good vision there. In space to cross
see, look
it.
at that. I overextended.
And foiled only by
If he would have,
the
I was gonna say, if he would have scored right there, I would have deserved it because
Still life left
I
in this
pulled my
game.
midfield player up too high, and I got punished for it.
And that's great work to make sure.
You know,
it
they have
didn't
so
go
much
over the
space to
line.
move
Well,
behind
conceding the
you.
throw-in.
If
Good
you
challenge.
are bringing your defender up to them,
Jesus Navas.
you guys, you know, all you have to do is take your time and let the players
Now
come to
Cruyff.
you.
And it's going to
Over
run
past
through
it.
to the
You got to
keeper
let
here.
those guys come to you and stop running towards them at full speed. Like when I was a worse player, I would send. Oh wow! I just pulled the wrong player up. I'm gonna send.
Kylian
So look at
Mbappe.
that. Take your time and pull your guy back.
Puskás has eyes for goal.
That was not a threat at all.
Shot
But
seemed like a good option, but goalkeeper's
bring in
ball.
midfield players back. Don't be so quick
Good tackle.
to bring up your
And the
defensive
Vanders moving
players.
the ball forward with purpose.
Run back with those midfielders
Mbappe
and give them a challenge from behind. No homo. And pause.
Steven
Right.
Gerrard.
You want to challenge him from, you know, up top
And a useful
before you
cross.
simply
Well, there was
send
a
a
pending
defender
danger,
at him,
but
because
good
if you
defending.
miss your
So
tackle,
getting close to the half-time interval,
you're not gonna
and
have
it's
anybody
still
to
with home
cover
advantage,
that spot.
albeit not by a lot. Stuart, what have you made of what you've seen so far?
Yeah, it's certainly been an open game, but on the balance of play, I think they do
Right,
deserve
so
their
you-
lead. They just have that little bit more creativity.
so you got to take your
particularly
time,
in the wide
baby.
areas.
Can't get too impatient. See, I use second man contain, and I try to cover that man down there. Oh, we got that last second cheese, baby. Look at that. 95th minute. You already know what that is. That's a little bit of that cheese. But guys, gals, you can't get upset. If they score a goal at the last second, you really need to make sure, and I didn't do it, but you need to make sure you're not giving up possession in that last second of a match or a half. That last second, for whatever reason, EA has decided that it will be rigged, right? And maybe there's just kind of like this real life element, you know, quote that they're trying to emulate from the game, right? In real life, in real life, the game tends to get a little more hairy when it comes to the 45th and 90th minute. So I think they're trying to use the algorithm to emulate that. But all it has really resulted in is a huge boost for whoever has the ball at that time. So if you're winning, I highly suggest that if you don't want to get scored on, the best way to do it is to simply keep possession before that timer runs all the way out. Right? You don't want to do what I keep doing and giving away possession needlessly, especially
Pedri.
At a time where he can really seriously hurt you with that last second cheese. You know what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it.
With taking the game to the opposition.
Just trust me on that, though.
Mbappe. Puskás. Could go ahead. It's in, and this really takes your breath away. A comeback.
It's a little bit of cheese, boys.
And the ball is moving again. 3-2.
It's a little bit of cheese right there, but we ain't mad at it.
Yaya Toure. Pedri. And it's with Ronaldinho. Top-class defending. How can he take them on and beat them?
Can we get the comeback, boys? I think we can.
It's the Vipers' turn now.
I think we can.
Yaya Toure.
We're going to be patient. We're not going to rush.
Vipers in a position of menace here. Cruyff. Can he finish?
Woo!
Absolutely magnificent.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We're going to take out somebody here. I think we're going to go with, oh, wow, I might not actually have him right now, but we might go with, I really don't want to take out Ronaldinho. I think we're going to go with Torres. We're going to take out Yaya. We're going to throw in Modric. And we're going to see what we got. And then we're going to switch to that 4-3-2-1. Sorry, 4-2-3-1. With two center defensive mids.
To come on in one go.
And that's what I have on my defensive tab. So that's going to move Ronaldinho over to the middle.
Rounders moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here?
Yeah, and that's... sorry, hold on. I can't talk right now. I got you. So, anyway, that's going to move Ronaldinho over to the middle so that we can get more use out of his tiki-taka plus.
Now, Cruyff. And a timely intervention.
Wow, no way that pass should have gone through, but you know how EA works.
Gone into an illegal position, unfortunately.
Ronaldinho up in the middle, Torres up front as my point striker. Then we have Modric. We got Olmo on the cam spot. You know, I love him on the left side because of that kind of quickness he has. I mean, look at that.
Look at Modric, and they might forge ahead.
Woo! I don't know how I missed that, but
didn't miss by very much at all.
That's the stuff. You gotta improve your aiming. You don't want to just be saying the game is rigged every single time. It's not the game. Sometimes it is you.
Puskás.
He must finish.
And then an early tackle will leave you wide
Fully
open.
deserved.
Y'all hit the grid.